All right, how you doing? Okay, Savannah, just talking about your intensity piece first. I think you did overall a nice job here. These are looking maybe a little too close, and I think once again this is the most common thing is that we're jumping from here to here a little too far, making us, and this feels a little close to that too. So from here to here, there's quite a big jump, and then there's not enough here, and too much here, and not enough here. Okay. Um, as far as this goes, looks good. All the on these, the craftsmanship's okay. Could be a little improved. I think this one's a little stronger. The color and hue and value area. These right here are just getting a little bit messy. Really hard to distinguish. Some of the some of the mixings here. I think one of the biggest things, and same thing with most of them that have problems too, is jump from here to here a little bit far. From here to here a little bit far. This isn't too bad. Here to here a little bit far, which makes all these group up. I hope that makes sense. All these have to group up because you've gone so far. So if you want more subtle, then you could go subtlety here. Then you could go subtlety here instead of having all that group up. Your values look pretty good. This is a little bit dark for that yellow. You squint down, you'll be able to see it. These transitions look okay. Once again, too much here. And then these are very, very similar. And so we just need to give more room. Your jump from here to here is okay, but this is the big one. This could have been quite a bit lighter and given you room to progress through here. This is really nice here, and this is really nice here. I love the mixings and the progression. It may be a little similar here, but not bad. Not bad at all. Looks good. Yours was a lot bigger than everybody else's, so let me just jump these up. Okay. Whoa, whoa. I hope I'm not losing you. Okay, here we are. I'm losing myself. Where are we now? Okay, Aja. Okay. I think the colors look clean and everything. You went through the bit of doing the swatches, and if you're going to do that, just get your pencil out, line up your squares, draw them out, get out your ruler and cut them. It's just going to make a huge difference in the presentation quality because this gets a little bit messy and confusing when it's like this. Let's see, your hues. You got green, blue-green, blue, violet. Not bad, not bad. And here's some nice warms here. These are very similar right here. I know there's some subtle differences, but maybe we could have gone with maybe a yellow green or something just to break up some of this. Values, nice job. I can see that you've done a good job with those. Here to here, here's that jump again, okay? And it makes these really group up. This is almost identical. You just don't have enough room to travel from here to there. So we need here to here needs to be 2 or 3 values lighter. Then you've got enough room to travel through. Right here looks pretty good. These are pretty similar. And you did a pretty good job here, maybe even a tiny bit lighter. And then, so from here to here looks good. The jump from here to here might be a little big. This, purple here, it's a little bit brown. So, this, and this is feeling, the green, and, feeling like it could be a little more towards the red here. Transitions here look pretty good. Here to here is a little strong. This is a nice start, and then this is good. This is good. It really should gray up here at the center. It really should get very neutral. Here to here, maybe a little strong. Overall, looks pretty good with your transitions and everything. The craftsmanship would be improved greatly just by getting out a ruler and just making the squares as close as possible to the same size. Okay, Jessica. Well, you've got some nice vibrant colors here. Looks like you've got some fluorescence involved or something. Overall, though, the colors and what you've got looks good. You got your blue-green, feels nice. Your warm green, yellow-green, looks good. I like the colors there. Squinting. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Maybe a tiny bit dark on this one, a tiny bit, okay, half a value, a tenth of a value maybe, I don't know, something really subtle. Nice transition, nice transition, nice transition. Good job there. You know, and all these could be greatly improved on craftsmanship, okay, just taking more time, staying in the lines, or doing swatches. There was an example, I might show it to you in just a sec, of like, well, you probably saw it, Christopher Bodden. Check his out if you want to see like some perfect craftsmanship. It's really nice. Good. Yeah, good job. Yeah, your transitions look really solid. I think right in, you know, what's interesting, this is kind of even a little bit darker than this. Possibly, yeah, just barely. But really, not bad. This color almost feels like you mix some purple or lavender in there instead of just the pure orange. But I can't outguess you. I don't know. And but it is a nice progression here. You've done a nice job there. Okay, and now we'll go breanna. Okay, too much here, a little too strong here. These kind of group up just a little bit. You know, these three really are kind of grouping up a little too much. So just a tiny bit lighter here, and then you'd be able to go lighter here, here, and then, you know, all the way down the line to this dark. From here to here, looks okay. It's just these three that are kind of close. All right. This one, this transition here is kind of a question for me. Feels like you just got darker here instead of, you know, just mixing the pure. These look really good. Red and green. This is one feels a little out of character in the transition. This tint looks really nice. Good job. Really nice progression. Once again, we might have gone a tiny bit lighter, then go to here. Get that progression a little clean, more obvious. Okay. Okay. Looks good. Looks good. These are pretty similar. And it's just a matter, I think, to jump from here to here. Jump from here to here. Could be a little more subtle, especially in this one. This one's really clear that could be resolved very easily, but it could also be in the first one. All right. Now, was that done up? Oh, okay. Yeah, you got to do this. You got to mount them on the actual piece of paper. I mean, if at all possible. I don't know if you said anything about that, Breanna. You didn't, but yeah, it's part of the presentation. You've got to mount them on the correct piece of paper. I know that sounds kind of silly, but you know, it's just part of what everybody's expected to do. All right, Alyssa, looks pretty good. I think you've jumped too far here, and so once again, we're having to deal with that grouping up and having to transition from here to here in a very, very short period of time. Let's see. Looks good. Looks good. All right. Nice transitions. Your transitions here look pretty good. See how subtle that can be from here to here? That really helps, and then you're able to really go down the line. This jump from here to here could be a little strong, which makes it tougher to get the differences there. Looks good, and looks good. Pretty similar right in here, but not bad. All right, yeah, good job. All right, guys, hope this helped, and keep up the good work. We'll talk again soon. Bye.